Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Now That's a Recap with Mother Boy.
And
And
Henny, 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 uh, scream, Henny. And
okay,
Henny. Okay.
so welcome back once again, guys. And you may have loved it when Henny was leading, but now it's me leading. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, rounds of applause, baby, make that ass. Okay. It's late, okay?
Girl.
All right, so we're doing episode 12.
11.
Happy birthday, friend. It's 11. Okay, episode 11 of Bad Boys Texas. So Bad Boys Club season 2, Bad Boys Texas, episode 11. Happy birthday, friend, because on
Hey,
this
friend.
episode we celebrating a birthday, friend. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna start off with just kind of talking about how it segued into the new episodes. We're gonna talk a little bit about how the last episode ended and then how this one gets started. Okay. So Raz was acting spazzy last episode, okay? And they were dealing with like that and Jonathan, backspacing, delete backspacing his ass in every location. All right. Right. That pushback was serious. And then, we had Chef D working on a surprise for Jonathan's birthday and getting all the other boys involved. And then we ended off the last episode with Raz wanting to apologize to the cast. He had already apologized to Jonathan. Jonathan was okay with it. And then now he was ready to apologize to the cast. So the episode started off with that. Okay. So we're gonna start off with how do we feel about that? So Raz B is standing in front of all the other boys on the cast and asking for their forgiveness and to be a part of the Bad Boys
I
brand.
feel like I feel like out of all the people that had something to say, Rasby, I feel like Darrell was the one that made the most sense. I kind of
Mhm.
forgot what other people had said. They basically said, "Okay, you did what you did. I feel like you come back," type shit. Darrell said, "I feel like you too old to be acting the way you acting."
Mhm.
I
So,
agree with that.
and I heard him on that and I fully understood that. And I think for me, like I said, I think a lot of people remember him like just from B2K, but they don't remember that
Hmm.
stuff that came right after, and I do. And I know some people do, but then even Raz said it, like, I've been through a lot of shit, blah, 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 whatever. So now I don't want to excuse his behavior, definitely don't. But at the same time, I wanted to lie or not. I appreciated the empathy that was applied because I felt like everybody kind of gave like a answer like, okay, we're all accepting, okay, cool. But Most City's answer is actually the one that stood out to me. He was like, we all make mistakes, blah blah blah, whatever. And I think for me, although it's like that was not a great decision and it was unsafe, and like very out of character and definitely like you're grown, you need to work on that. Like Most City said, you need to get help, you need to heal. And I said that, I agree with that. Like, and it takes a different type of person to realize like like not even a different type of it's really mainly just the fact that like he really needs help. Like I don't think he's ever gotten clinical help and he's been through a lot of shit. Like, so I think that I agree. Like Most City's response stood out to me. I remember everybody else's, um, but Darrell, I understood it. I definitely get that too. It's like you're too grown to be acting like that. Like you need to take
Yes,
care
most
of yourself.
definitely.
But I think coming from his little background, like, or coming from his background, like, it's not encouraged for him to get help. And I don't think he probably had like a decent support system, people just kind of like be around him and take care of him. And just kind of like either, you know, put him in a different area while he does acts however he acts, or, like excludes themselves, but then still accepts him after the acts. But basically, if I was on the cast, I would have also accepted him back and would have basically I would have said what Most City said type shit. Like you really
Right,
need to
right.
get some help. Like, don't come back here. Excuse me. Don't try to come back here next season without getting some help first. And I
Hmm.
really feel like Zeus should support him getting help if they want him to come back. They should do something like that. If I see him back on Zeus and he hasn't gotten any type of clinical help, that would bother me. But I know he was like scaling the side of a mental health facility, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's recent. So maybe he's getting some help. That's good. What the last Chef D. So then Chef D says something after Darrell. And Chef D is like, all this shit is fake. Fuck all this shit. Like there was how did you feel about Chef D's response?
I feel like okay, all this shit was fake. Okay, do you feel like the shit you doing real?
That is a good response. Ooh, you are not lying. Oh,
Bitch, I had to
you are not
pause. It's like,
lying.
do you feel like the shit you doing is real?
That's not for me to decide. So if you're watching, go ahead and comment below if you think that the things that Chef D did was real, or if you felt like it was his place really because of his past actions for him to be talking about what's real and what's not.
Honestly,
For me,
well, I feel like
um,
with Chef Boyardee, I feel like he just want to get camera time as much as he can. He's very chill. I will say that when it comes to it, but as far as he feel like,
mhm.
oh, let me go ahead and show my ass real quick, he's gonna take the opportunity to do the shit. That's the only thing I can say about it. I will change my opinion saying I don't like him. He cool,
Mhm.
but it's just like, girl,
I definitely grew to like him a little bit more than I did like our first
right.
episode. Father's life was taken by knife. And he felt like the knife was going towards his close friend, Jonathan. So he felt like, like the person was trying to harm his close friend. And so I understand his reasoning, assuming that it's a genuine reasoning, the fact that he used, his father as the story, felt like it was bullshit because he really just like, Rasby, like, was just kind of like really acting out of character and he really only apologized to get back with the Bad Boys brand.
Hmm.
Now that really was loud and clear for me. So moving on him. So yeah, also tell me guys in the comment what you think about Rasby's apology. What do y'all think about his apology? Do you think that he should be back into the Bad Boys Club? Do you want to see him next season? Tell me what you guys think about that. Yeah. And I definitely want Chef D's food. I would like to put that
It's
out there.
given very much lukewarm. If you would ask for my personal opinion, I feel like it's given lukewarm. It's not hot. It's very much watered down.
Mm-hmm.
You did too fucking much for you to do. The last straw was you pulling out a weapon.
I don't know why I keep leaning down when I could bring my notebook up. So, right, I'm like, may she rest in peace. So, so then Adonis is showing, or he walks in to the room where Carry On and Ara are chilling, and Adonis goes to show what he has in the works for Jonathan, which was a surprise as well.
Hmm.
So then
I
Mo
would,
City comes in a little bit later, but yes, tell me what you're thinking about that.
I feel like with Adonis in that outfit, well, we'll get to it to later with the final
Yeah, when
production.
we see the whole thing. Right now, it's just the
Yes, I
presentation.
feel like honestly, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like okay, it's his birthday. You're on a new show.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting your work out there. I feel that. I definitely feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like in a certain way, I like how certain all the boys have the different ways of like showcasing their talents.
Yeah.
Now it's some of them that I don't know because I ain't seen certain people do certain shit that they said they did on the show that they were supposed to be doing. But hey, but I'm glad that like he showed people like showcasing your talents like that and showing how good you are. Because I will tell you, the shit that he made was fire as fuck. But we'll get into that
Yes, facts. And I
later.
agree. I felt the same way when I saw him making something, and I can tell like no one told him to do that. He's just like, this is what I do, and I'm going to seize this moment.
All
I would have
right.
done the same thing that Al Ra did and rubbed it on my face. But yeah, so Chef. So then the next scene we have Chef and Rels checking out the location. So Friends Palace, which is Jonathan's hair salon. That this is where Chef D and well, apparently Chef D did all this work, which is really amazing. I would definitely like to give props on that. But
Props to her on that.
Yeah, and so I feel like Chef D and Rels did a really, really great job of putting this together and using his hair salon as the location. So in this scene, they go to the hair salon, just kind of like doing a bit of like kind of checks and balances of the location. And then they like sit down and talk about Chef D's feelings, which we kind of already talked about enough. But how do you feel about that little scene?
I feel like for seeing prior to this, they planned his birthday party already, like the setup for
Hmm.
his and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I feel
Yeah.
like out of all the whole groups, I feel like apparently Chef D, and I already know for sure Dorelli because I know they had knew each other from last season type shit.
Hmm.
So I already knew that, but it's just like okay, nobody knows Jonathan in the house better than those two.
Yes.
So with that being said, yes, I loved what they did with the whole setup and all that stuff. But I will say I feel like people are like scared of Jonathan.
Okay.
I feel like people are scared of Jonathan, so they feel like they have to be friends with him for certain reasons. Which I can
Well,
kind
I'm sorry, go
of
ahead.
well, I can kind of understand it in a way.
Hmm. So do you think they're
Because
like doing things out of fear?
yeah, now that's Zeus Inc.
Oh, wow.
So like they post the same stuff that we post with like the Instagram posts and like
Hmm.
lives and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
posted a live. They posted a live between Chef D and Jonathan said he got smoked with Chef D.
He said what?
Jonathan he got smoked with Chef D.
Oh, yes, yes, you did tell me that.
So I'm trying to figure out what was it that, and then on top of that, Jonathan had called out everybody saying that they were scared. So that's why I had made the comment that I had said I feel like everybody was scared.
Oh.
And you get what I'm saying? So it's just like some is like not showing what they have showed on the show.
Hmm.
I feel like the only person that's genuine that wasn't scared of Jonathan was Orlando, and that was about it. And Darrell.
Uh-huh.
Mo City, I don't know what I could say about him,
And
but I don't.
Prince. Prince straight up said, I'm not fighting that big nigga.
Like,
He straight up said it, which I appreciate. Be real. If you're gonna be scary, be real about it. It's okay.
mm,
Everybody gets a little scared. Okay.
no, fine.
All I'm gonna remember right now. Yes, but yeah, Ara comes in and he's just such a vibe. Like I think you said that he's finally like being him, like he's comfortable.
Aura, yes, very much so. He is.
And
I feel like he's more comfortable.
I really like that. Like I like seeing him in his element, right? And I think it actually took him to just like in the beginning he was like, I just want to dance. And they were like, well then dance. And then he did it. And I was like, I think that's really just what he needed. Like a little bit of encouragement of like, just do you.
Hmm.
And of course feeling like he's a part of the group, which was also important in really any group. I thought it was really nice to see him in his like personality, and that was really nice. I thought that was great. So he shows Jonathan the pants. Jonathan's reaction was like funny but real. At first I was kind of like, okay, he's being kind of hard on him. But then I'm pretty sure Jonathan has had other stylists or has at least been around other stylists. And um he is the baddest bad boy in terms of established, right? Like he's more established than the rest of them. And I think that wasn't a reason for him to be like hard on him, but he was hard on him because he's most likely had stylists before. And like it wasn't really hard. And it was obvious that it wasn't genuinely hard because Adonis was like, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, you need to be stitched here. Okay, cool. All right, got that. I can make that happen easy, you know? And I just was like, I don't know, it was like a really cute little moment. And Jonathan was like, yeah, I like that. I'm like, yeah. And what did Jonathan said they were kind of big? And what did Adonis say?
He said they so stiff. I got. He said I want to walk like this.
He was like, you gonna be walking like this? He said, yeah, that's what I want. And Adonis was like, of course they're big. You're a big bitch. Like
Right.
that shit had
That
me
took me
weak
out. I was like, yo.
because we've been calling them big bitches for a minute. Like
Like, come on now. Him
Adonis,
and Chef Boyardee.
hmm and Adonis really does that. I love that. Like the oh, I need Adonis. I need you to style me. Oh, hopefully, we can be on the pink carpet with y'all one day. Oh my God, we will be spoken. They're on the bus, and they're definitely kind of doing kind of like a. They were doing like a recap of the conversation that they had with Raz, just kind of talking about the feelings that they had. Um, how did you feel about their little bus scene when they were on the bus and
I feel
Rels
like it was,
and
I
yeah.
feel like I feel like it was cute. It gave me very much old school Bad Road Club vibes on the way to the club, talking about how the shit's gonna be. Um, Also, I feel like it was genuine. Everybody had different personalities, and you could obviously see it in the car, and they all combined into one to like be a form of like brotherhood going out. That's like I said before. I had what I really like about the Bad Boys Club.
Yeah.
The friendships are very genuine, and you could tell that, like they really do fuck with each other, and like they just don't just be fighting just to fight. They just fight to like get their frustration out, then they be cool with the next shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So it's like I really fucks with it. I really like it. So yeah, I fucks with that whole scene. I just feel like all of them are brothers in a way.
Yeah. I agree. I like that. I like their relationship and their interactions. It feels very genuine and like they're definitely gonna be in contact in the future, whether it's through the show or something else. But I feel like this season they really, really gave the Bad Boys brand a name. Like this feels like Bad Boys now. Like it's fully together now. So, they're like giving props to each other in that scene and talking about their emotions, and that's what made us feel like, it was more like a like bad boys, like they're more connected and having their little relationships. So one thing, Orlando was like, you guys are all so talented. Like, and that one was my favorite moment, the cutest moment. Most City was like, dude, you are a legend. Like Orlando Brown is a legend. A lot of us grew up watching him on
Mm-hmm.
TV.
I love that he gave him his flowers. I definitely did enjoy that.
Like I cannot even imagine like just being around him. I would feel so grateful and so appreciated. So I can imagine all those talented young black men being around a talented young black man who really showed them that, hey, we can be on TV too, and we don't have to be doing certain things, like we can be on TV too. And it was just really cute. I really like that he was like, you really are like a legend. And like most of he was saying, like he watched him growing up and his kids now are like watch That's So Raven. And then there is like if you guys don't know, there's like a not a remake, reboot. What do they call that? Where they kind of anyway, a reboot. There we go. It was a reboot of That's a Raven now. And it's
Mm-hmm.
really good. I think her son is the one with the powers. It's really cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's called Raven's Home. It's streamed on I want to say Disney Plus.
For
If I
sure.
don't forget. It's very cute. Y'all should go watch it. It's streaming. It's very
Yeah, and
nice.
it's definitely worth watching. So then what else was actually discussed was Prince talking about Benga and what Benga looked like before he got shot. So I thought I would do everyone a favor and let's look at what Benga looked like before he got shot. And so he actually has like a little thing here that says before the shots. I was already going through this clearly.
Obviously, just hold
Are you
on.
seeing this?
Your gag. Shout out to him. Bitch, the only person,
Yes, for
only
sure.
one of the many person that got a personality on the show.
100%. How do we feel about
Hmm
the full setup of the party and all these people dancing, shaking their ass and doing what they was doing?
I love a good old boot time at the booty club, bitch. Ugh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
giving me
Yeah.
that. They
It
definitely
was
did
given
that.
that.
Such a great turnout.
Yes, and I
And
love everybody was in their own element. You get what I'm saying?
hmm
Everybody was in the vibe was no beef and they was all cool with each other. So I feel like that whole night was nothing but vibes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I fully agree. So just in terms of like what we saw when it was just Rels and Chef D, like they did a really, really great job of the turnout, the setup. It was amazing. And Chef D ended up later on when all the other people arrived, like he gives them all shirts that like spell out friends on the back of their shirt, like in the way that it's Friends Palace,
It's
which
cute.
I thought was
I
really
love
great.
I love me a good spray paint shirt. So with the shirts, Aura getting his motherfucking life with them strippers.
With the what?
With the strippers.
Oh, yes. He started having a real good motherfucking time. But hold on, wait. Let me talk about them. Never mind, just kidding. Go ahead.
Aura was getting
The
his
boys arrived
motherfucking
after.
the boys was coming after. You get what I'm saying? I just want Aura. He was getting his motherfucking life with them strippers. He stepped out of his motherfucking comfort zone. He knew
Hmm.
that okay, it's gonna be the last few days with us. Might as well turn the fuck up. He got the fucking vibe. You get what I'm saying? And then you get what I'm saying? In
Yes.
a way. And I hate, like I said, I hate for this for him. He's the black sheep of the group. I feel like carry on a little bit too because they don't fit. You get
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
the flashy style of everyone
The flashy shit like how the other boys is for who's on the show right now.
else.
But the fact that they got all matching shirts and like they just like dress right now, you get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I feel like it's real cool because it's like I said, brotherhood, and I feel like they just all came together and just like they chill with each other.
Yeah, I really like that. And I think they did a good job of that. And man, it just really makes a difference in who's involved because it does make me think of Baddies West and how having what's her name? Oh, doesn't matter. Having more people on the show
Mhm.
inspired more activities to be done to bring the people together on the show together, right? Like the buying of the PJs for all of the girls, things like that. Like Tommy doing that was amazing, right? And if Tommy wasn't on the show, who knows who would have done that, right? Like maybe Biggie, because it was like a good idea and something that's not like foreign to get everyone the same thing so we feel together. Like if people would just realize that like the little things, right? Anyway, so this season, like I said, it's definitely putting a stamp like Bad Boys brand, and I love it. So, I already said it, but like the boys arrive later, or like not too much later, but they arrive after the party's already started. People are waiting on Jonathan's arrival. Raz does show up. Raz is going to be there. He said he was going to be there. He did show up separately than everyone else. And then Jonathan comes in, and he's looking real good. He's wearing the pants made by Adonis, and he was wearing a fur coat that was like burgundy and then like some cute shoes. You saw it. If you didn't see it, I just described it. How do you feel about the outfit?
I feel like the outfit, like I said again, I feel like it should have came with a motherfucking matching top with it.
Mhm.
But I can see what how Jonathan had tried to do. He tried to mix the fur with the shoes.
I think
I
he was
feel
already
like
gonna wear that.
yeah, but I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. It was
Mhm.
cute. I feel like I say different strokes for different folks. It was cute, but I feel
Yeah.
like he should have had like a matching top with it. Honestly, my honest opinion.
Um. Okay. I hear you. So I
Oh,
agree. I agree. And I think the full presentation of the final outfit is then no longer really about whether it had a matching top or not. And it was then more about how were you going to style the pants. And so, for me personally, I it's not it was definitely giving fashion, and fashion is a form of art and art is subjective. Everyone's gonna like feel differently about the entire outfit, but I could tell that it was something that he liked and he felt confident in. And to me, it fit him, right? So
mhm.
it still it gave like one of one fur coat, fire shoes, right? And it was giving like monochrome as well, like it was all kind of a red base, which I thought was really nice. I really love monochrome stuff. Like I will wear light blue with dark blue. I will wear light purple with dark. You know what I mean? Like I
Right,
love that.
right, right.
That's definitely like a vibe for me right now. And so I really liked that, which is definitely like on par with the trends. And once again, form of art, definitely subjective. I know some people wouldn't wear that. And I wouldn't, but I like how it looked. It was presented on the right person. Um, Go ahead and tell us down below how you felt about Jonathan's birthday looks. I overall liked it. It fit his personality. Everyone else's outfits, just like Drew was saying, you know, like everyone was like on a different, not everybody was on a different thing, but most of everyone was like doing like the flashy, right? Like one of one styled designer, right? Um, and Vega and Carry On aren't really on that. And I actually really like that too, because you know, everyone's different. And some people will get money and still wear the same things. Cause I don't know Carry On's situation. But you know, it's like I feel like if I had a whole lot of money, I would probably wear designer stuff, maybe, yeah. Or like if it's designer, you don't know it's designer. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I'm not going to be dressing down. I'm not going to be as flashy as everyone else. I know that for sure.
No, most definitely. Yeah.
You will still find me in Zara,
For
period.
sure.
Not going to find me there. um, so Friends Palace is what I want to talk about now. So, oh yeah, as you said, the party was great. Everybody had a good time. Love that. Friends Palace. The main thing I wanted to bring up was that he starts talking about Friends Palace, you know, and talking about the events that he's had there. He had a New Year's Eve party, and then he was having his birthday party, which is nice. And how it turns out and how it gets like nice and lit and all that. And then he also talked about his like an idea that he's been brainstorming of having something once a month, a boss brunch. And I just wanted to mention that because I think that is a beautiful idea for the community of people who are like entrepreneurs or entertainers or you know, hosts like us, right? Trying to break out into the industry. I think that's such a great opportunity for those people who are down here in the South, like in the South or in Texas, like just these people down here, like usually when you're down here and doing entertainment things, most people are like, oh, I need to get to LA, I need to get to New York, which is still a thing. But the
Mm-hmm.
fact that we're having all this stuff and virtual stuff and the traveling with the bad baddies and the bad boys, like that having a brunch like that would be really nice. And of course, the whole brunch idea and the Rock Nation brunch is of course inspiration for all of that brunch stuff. But having a boss's brunch at the Friends Palace would I think be an absolutely amazing idea. And of course would love to attend. Down. I want to be at the head of
Damn.
it.
Okay.
I don't
Perfect.
care who has more establishment than me. I don't care. I don't care. I want to be at the head of the table. But no, I love that idea. And that's why I want to bring that up. So then Natalie shows up more towards the end of the party. Did she come with somebody else?
I couldn't tell because they blurred her face.
Okay, because yeah, I didn't see the other person. Oh, it was blurred. Okay, that's why I didn't see the other person.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did think was cute, what I noticed first was that Natalie's hair was like natural, like she had in a cute little curly updo, which I thought was so cute. It was really nice to see her like that.
Mm-hmm. With tank top, just comfortable.
Yeah, she's came to vibe. She's like, we gotta swing by this party real quick. I get my gifts.
But now it got me thinking. Okay, was it hot or was it cold outside?
She hopped out the car, clearly. It didn't matter
Okay.
what the weather was. It didn't matter what the weather was.
She
But it was
hopped out the
cute.
car straight into the building. All right.
Okay. So, yeah, Natalie shows up later on and she comes bearing gifts. And it's like a cute little Louis Vuitton, right? So you would think maybe there's a Louis Vuitton bag in here. And I think there actually was. I think because I saw the dust bag, it looked like it might have been like the wallet size one or like, you know, like the little pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he moved that aside because then there was money in the box, money in the box, money in the box, tons of like stacks of money. So that was really cute. And Jonathan kept expressing how grateful he was and like how he felt like it was the best birthday he's had ever. And I just think that's so cute. I love like just people celebrating and being happy and getting gifts. I love that.
No, it was really
So,
nice.
mhm.
I said it was really nice.
Yeah, it was really cute. So, I mean, that was actually the last thing I was going to say was that it was an amazing event overall, from the planning to the people involved to the boys kind of coming together. And I love that it was giving more of like a we're definitely coming to the end of this road. They mentioned that. And next episode is supposed to be, I believe it is supposed to be the last episode. But let's talk about the next episode now. Is there anything else you want to say about this episode?
Okay, well, with this episode, I feel like let's see. Okay, I feel like it was definitely some chemistry between Adonis and Darrell in the
I forgot
past
about
or
that.
whatever like that. So that's how that started off with.
Oh wait, that's the
Um,
next episode.
yes.
Oh, okay, so we're talking about the next episode now. Okay.
So yeah, I feel like that's when it started with that. But I also feel like it led on to the them just like discussing what they're gonna do the rest of the time they're here. Bobby Lights come.
Yes.
Oh my god, Bobby
Excuse me.
Lights come. So Bobby Lights come. Okay,
Boxing
so
with
yeah,
Bobby.
yo, they gonna have a whole boxing episode. I can't wait. No shade. No
Girl,
shade. Because it looked like Mo City and Adonis was duking it out. Hmm.
I like that most was like, this is my realm, this is my thing. And I'm like, that's so cute. I think
I
it's
was
just
like,
so cute. People are doing this
but
and they
wasn't
like
he getting
it.
beat up? But was he getting beat up though?
It didn't look like it looked like they were definitely like definitely going 1-on-1. It seemed like he got a leg up, but then Adonis was rushing him. And then Mo City was getting more licks in. I feel like it is important to as we talk about the next episode to really highlight the fact that highlighting is different from street fighting. And that's why some people will think like, oh, you won this fight. How did you win? But there are points involved. But I feel like in terms of boxing, like if that's really Mo City's thing, then of course I expect to see boxing skills. A lot of people who fight on the street learned from a boxer. You know what I mean? A lot of times you learn boxing skills to fight in the street. But yeah, I would like to see where it goes. I want to see if Mo City is really going to show them what it's about because it's his thing.
Yeah, I
So we're
want
about
to
to
see.
see.
I want to see
Mm.
what that's about because I feel like I love me a good boxing episode. Cause bitch, who got the hands, who don't?
Cause
Cause
I'm
bitch,
gonna keep it up, but me putting on gloves, I'm gonna be like, I ain't never done this before. Like,
girl,
but in gloves is definitely so different. Like, it's not your bare hands.
it's
But
not.
love it, can't wait to see it. So basically, that's what all the next episode's really about. Like, there's gonna be a little moment with Darrell's and Adonis. Can't wait to see that. To see what that's giving. Because oh, maybe you can make something for my man, and then he's like, maybe I won't.
Oh
What's
my god.
tea? So we're gonna see what tea is next motherfucking episode. And comment down below what you think the tea really is. What do y'all know?
Hmm.
Okay, and then we're gonna have boxing with Bobby, which is gonna be lit. So we're definitely gonna see what the end of this season is gonna be giving. And to see Bobby Lights there for the boxing match, love that. And it's so cute seeing Prince seeing his friend again, right? Um, but yeah, so that's all for this last episode. And this most recent episode of Bad Boys Club. Happy birthday, Jonathan. And the next episode, we'll see what boxing is with Bobby. Okay. We're going to have boxing with
Mhm.
Bobby. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned and tuning in again for another episode. Please feel free to watch any of our other episodes from before. And stay tuned for some newer stuff. We might, review some like music videos. So stay tuned for that too. Channel, comment down below some artists that you want us to listen to, and some music videos, especially if like, it's new and it's popping and you see someone up and coming, okay? Um, yeah, that's all that we have for you today on this most recent episode.
Nah, that's a recap.
Period. Now that's a recap, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe.